So this is a pop-up form strategy that I've been using that was given to me by a guy called John Vanko. So this is actually his strategy. So don't attribute this to me, but this works really well when it comes to email marketing. My name is Gavin. I run an e-commerce email marketing agency that specializes in helping e-commerce brands with their email and SMS marketing. We've driven about $5.8 million in revenue through the use of email and SMS. So I absolutely know what I'm talking about. Let's get into it. On this board, we have two sets of forms. We have the desktop version here, we have the mobile version here, and then we have the flyout forms here. So these represent pop-ups and these represent flyouts here. Here is how I run my sign-up form strategy or pop-up form. On this side here, first of all, we build a desktop version of the pop-up form, and then separately, we build a mobile version of the pop-up form. So in Klaviyo, that looks like this. We have the mobile version that only shows up on mobile devices and the desktop version that only shows up on desktop devices. Because when we're running split tests, we want to be able to see how people interact differently based on the device that they are looking at things from, right? If we're running a split test and we have different designs, awesome. But if we're not parsing out the data in terms of the device that somebody's looking at looking at the sign up form on, it can muddy the data a little bit. And honestly, there's a bunch of other things that contribute to muddying of the data, but this is just one step that we can take to clean it up a little bit. Step one, we ask for their first name and their email address, nothing more. Some people say don't even ask for the first name. I've actually seen leveraging the first name in emails significantly increase conversion rates. So I think it's important to capture the first name there when you can. Have your copy right here, ensure your dimensions are on point for these sign-up forms, and ensure there is a disclaimer in regards to the terms and conditions of the form. So you have to have a disclaimer, legally speaking, just below the call to action. So that's step one, right? It's going to show after an 8-second delay, it's going to be a pop-up, and it's not going to show with the URL on URLs with the word product in it. 8 seconds tends to be the best time for the delays, and you want it to be a pop-up, okay? You want the sign-up form to pop up in people's faces after 8 seconds. Flyouts don't work as well in terms of conversions, but we will have a flyout form later. So we now have our forms, right? They are showing after 8 seconds. It's a pop-up, and it's not showing on URLs with the word product in it, and I'll explain that in a second. We are asking for their first name. We are asking for their email address. We are offering, or we have the offer just here, and we have the call to action here as well. When they hit enter, it takes them to the next step. This is step two. We are going to capture zero-party data here, right? We're going to ask people what they're interested in so that we can use this information in our flows and automations down the road. And you can see exactly how I outline those automations by purchasing my flow board here. It's well worth the money. Highly recommend you check it out. So here we're going to ask them what they're interested in, because we then want to create emails that speak specifically to these people's interests, right? Now, you can ask whatever you want here. You really can. It's up to you. You can say, who are you buying for? Is it a gift? Is it for yourself? Is it for your business? Because each response is going to trigger a different type of email that you want to send people in your welcome series flow. Check out that board down below if you do want to have access to that. Also, you have access to this board in the description of the video. So click down below in the description of the video, there's a link to this board. So once we capture or figure out what they tell us that they're interested in, we're then going to start sending them different emails in the welcome series. And we capture this information here in step two. Then we hit next, and then we give them the discount code in the sign up form, okay? Some email marketers will say don't do this because they want you to interact with the email to improve the deliverability. Here's the thing. Your job as an e-commerce business and also as an agency is to maximize the revenue you can get for your client or yourself. What do you think is going to get someone more revenue? If a customer has to close this box, go into their email address, open up an email, copy the code and put it into the checkout, or if the customer can see the code right here, copy and paste it into the checkout and place the order without even having to leave the website, or even better yet, be able to press this button and it auto-apply the coupon code at checkout. You want to optimize for the customer journey, not the business journey. which is what you'd be doing if you didn't show the discount code here in the sign-up form. You want to ensure the discount code is on this sign-up form to make it as easy as possible for someone to use the code and therefore make their purchase. So that's step one. That is our pop-up, right? Nice and easy. We're going to display this on every single page except for URLs with the word product in it. It's going to show after 8 seconds. It's not going to show to existing profiles. And that's how we do our form here, okay? Nice and easy. Then we're going to duplicate these forms in Klaviyo. We're going to duplicate them, make them look exactly the same, and set them to only show up, the duplicates to only show up with the word on URLs with the word product in it. The behavior is going to be changed from pop-up to flyout, and it's not going to show to existing profiles, and it's going to be delayed to 45 seconds. Why do we do this? We do this because people who close this form instinctively, who do not opt in for email marketing, should have a second option beyond the option in the footer section of your website, and should be given a second opportunity to opt in through the use of the flyout form that is secondary, okay? The flyout form will show up on the product URL after 45 seconds because that demonstrates enough time for someone to be a bit indecisive on the URL with the word product in it. They're a bit indecisive, they don't, for some reason, they haven't placed the order, right? And then this secondary offer can help convince them and push them along a little bit and say, hey, sign up again for your 10% off. We're going to capture all of the exact same data that we're doing here. These are the exact same. The only difference is it's going to be a flyout, and it's not going to show to existing profiles, and it's going to show up after 45 seconds. Different to the pop-up here, which shows up after 8 seconds. Believe me, this stuff works. Here's some results that we got for our client. These are the pop-ups, converting at 6.2% and 3.8%, which is solid for desktop and mobile. But then look at our flyouts, right? These are showing up on the product page, and we've gotten an extra 220 subscribers at 3 and 4% conversion rates. And these are people who never would have opted into the sign-up form if they had not gotten these forms, right? So we're just getting free money, essentially. We're recovering sales that were going to be lost. Hypothetically, there's a portion who are going to buy anyway, but we're recovering sales that were going to be lost that the pop-up form didn't actually convert. Use this strategy. It's going to increase the amount of subscribers you have, the amount of revenue and sales that you're making, and it's really, really going to pay off. Now, if you want access to every single board that I've created, every single automation that I recommend each e-commerce business have, all you have to do is click this link. It'll take you to a Stripe payment link, and it'll then, once paid, provide you access to every single automation I recommend every e-commerce business should have, with explanations, reasons behind why we do everything, makes it super clear. You can literally take this board, put it into your business, and it's $7. It's worth so much more. I know it is. And also you can have access to every single software that I use when it comes to email marketing here with links, making it super easy. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Not the best presentation or background here, but I highly recommend you implement this sign-up form strategy. We do this for every single one of our clients. It's now standard operating procedure. If you don't do it, you're wasting money. Highly recommend you do it. It takes you, if you already have a sign-up form or pop-up form going, it's going to take you 10 minutes to implement this. Thanks for watching. Any questions, let me know.